I'm just trying to touch a milli. I'm an addy dropper, cause on my mama we get busy. Plug, pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit, that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision. I'm on a...
So how did you guys ended up making it on that video?
On the show?
On the show,
Yeah.
yeah. Cutler's Court, is that what it's called,
My
right?
friend is a TV producer, and he just needed some people to come on and match his storyline. So we did it. It was a free vacation for us. We got paid to be on the show, paid for our airfare, paid for our hotel. They gave us the food per diem. So it was a free trip.
Man,
and got paid.
that's a lick. Sign me up. Me and Katie will be there quick and in a hurry.
Follow Michelle's page there, and sometimes she shares some of the qualifications for the next upcoming episodes for the show.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'll get paid too if you
That's-
go on. So
Oh,
it works
that's
for
dope.
all of us.
Hell yeah, that's cool. I'm with it, man. Sign me up. Let me know. That's full promotion, and you get paid. You get a little vacation, all that good stuff. Run
Yeah,
it.
to Atlanta, or usually I think it's Atlanta, New York, and then I don't know where else he goes. But right now his shows are in Atlanta, so you'll get a free trip there.
Damn. So what did you guys do this past week in Vegas?
A lot of drinking.
No, we did not.
I
didn't.
did. I'm sorry. A lot of
Oh,
gambling.
yeah.
A lot of gambling. What do you
Yeah.
play when you gamble?
I like to play roulette and the slots and
Okay.
a little bit of everything. Just
And what
bounce
about
around.
you? What do you do?
I like to play roulette. I like blackjack, but a lot of the tables are $25 a hand now, and that's just crazy. You can go through $100 in less than a minute. So I like roulette, and I like the slot machines. Usually what I do is I walk around the casino, and whatever machine I'm drawn to, I go and play. And if I'm feeling it, and then I'll play, and I played and I won.
Man, so I never really thought that Vegas would be fun for me because I'm not a gambler. You know what I'm saying? I don't gamble. And, me and my wife, we end up having a wedding out there. We had like 40 people fly out there with us. And had a wonderful, wonderful time. Like, even without, I never touched a slot machine or anything. And I had such a wonderful time. There was so much to see, so much entertainment. You know what I'm saying? There just was so much to do, and I loved it. And I can't wait to go back. I work in Greektown with the Detroit downtown engagement team every weekend. And
Great seeing you down there all the time when we go. I
Yeah,
love
if you
seeing
guys are on the
there.
week
Feel a little
down
safer
there on the
seeing you.
weekend, you'll always see him.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I know I see you guys. I damn near every weekend you guys are
Yeah,
down there.
usually every Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. And so what do you guys do? You guys are usually going to the casino?
Just sometimes just dinner too,
We like to eat at the Golden Fleece. That's our favorite restaurant. So
Oh, okay. What do you usually get out of there? Some lamb
Gyros.
chops, or
we get he calls it the gyro platter with the extra pita bread because we can split it, and then we get the saganaki, the flaming cheese, and we get full, and the food is so good.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's dope, man. I love it. I get to see like all the coolest rides in the city. All the coldest whips. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of them down there.
Whether
too,
they got the slingshots, the trucks, the cars, the bikes. The loud shit, the bright shit, all that
Yeah.
good shit. It's really a good time.
It's a vibe down
And
there.
and
for
I
sure.
love seeing the city be able to progress like that, where you can actually come out, stunt, flex, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And ain't got to, because before, like, nobody wanted to visit Detroit.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, oh, I want to go downtown
Oh, yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit's
Now
on the
it's
come up
like
now.
this is the place to be.
It really is.
If we didn't have kids, I would for sure live there, like in a loft, like downtown. But I need my kids to be able to go outside, ride their bikes, But
Campus
yeah.
Martius, we go there all the time. It's
Good
dope.
for-
I love the diversity. It's just such a good, positive vibe, man. I love it down there,
Yeah,
man.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my favorite place to go. My mom's coming in town next week, and she sees us down there all the time, so she wants us to take her down there. So we're going to take her out and show her around, because she moved out of this area like 15 years ago. So
Oh,
she's
okay.
going to be shocked to see what it is now. A lot of people, when you tell them Detroit, they're like, ugh. And then
Not
you
no
come
more,
see
though.
it. Now, shoot, they're giving away free trips to Detroit on The Price is Right in the showcase.
Are you
showdown.
serious?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Holy
Yeah.
shit. I'm surprised you guys ain't on that show.
We were.
We were in the
Yeah.
studio
you guys
audience.
were on
We
The
tried it.
Prices, right?
We went-
Get the
Just
fuck
studio
out of
audience.
here.
We were in the audience, but you could see us. But we did go to The Price is Right. We didn't
Oh
get
my
called up
goodness,
there.
That's the shit.
But yeah, we went to The Price is
But
Right.
you guys were on Pawn Stars, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
No, hardcore
Hardcore
pawn.
Oh,
Yeah.
hardcore pawn. That's
Yep.
what it is.
Yeah.
High
Hey,
class prison
so
toilet.
how the hell did you manage to get on that show, man?
Man, I had got a hold of one of the toilets there, and I had it on for sale. for
Toilet, just a
Craigslist.
regular toilet?
No, no,
It's a prison toilet.
Tell them how
toilet,
you
so-
got a hold of that, though.
Well, it was I asked my foreman. I was like, "Hey, mind if I get one of these toilets?" It was like
was
a
on a
leftover
job
from
site?
a
But
job.
hold on,
yeah.
you got to tell them what prison toilet. It's a Wayne County Jail prison toilet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where it was, what kind it was, but it was as a prison toilet, and I ended up getting canned from the job, so I was hard up for money. So I put it on Craigslist, and the next thing you know, some producers called me. They're like, "Hey, we'll give you $50 if you bring it on the show, and if you guys work out a deal, we'll buy it from you." And we ended up coming to a deal, and they bought it and everything, and it was another good episode of being on TV.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
Brian, do we got a clip of that, man? Can they check that out?
Good. How's it going?
Good. You can help me with this one. Come on over here. This is my assistant. This is Larry. What you got?
It's a prison toilet.
You ever seen one of these? You never got locked up?
No.
Let's go look at it. Me and you, Larry. Come on. Let's go check this bad boy out. So how did you get it?
We bought a house and it was in the basement.
It was like somebody's own private dungeon down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Wow, this would look good in a man cave, wouldn't it? All shiny and everything. There's no toilet seat.
I think it's a suicide prevention to not have a toilet seat.
What would you do, slam your head in the
I don't
toilet
know.
seat? It's stainless steel, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not full of crap, is it?
No,
No,
it's
no,
brand
no,
new.
no, no.
Brand new.
Brand new looking.
Looks like it's been peed into me. Did you pee in it?
No, I never peed in
Did
it.
you pee in it?
I don't know.
So how much you want for this thing?
I seen them sell online for $650.
How much would you pay for it, Larry?
Couple hundred.
Really? Give me 200.
I don't have it on me less.
Darn. That's what you take? You won't take any less than 650?
We could work on it. We could work
Well, that's what
on
I'm asking you. Work on it. People are asking 650. Why would I pay retail?
Half, and then you can make a profit.
So that's 3 1/4. $100.
No.
Yeah, but there's no real market for this. You know,
Sure, somebody-
anybody that comes in here and that has visited a penitentiary before would definitely not want one of these. It's not going to be an easy sell.
Right.
You know, it's one of those things that you're going to have to find somebody that really finds this unique. Is it unique? Yeah.
How about 2?
There's no market for it.
120. This is one of a kind. You ain't gonna get another one of these coming
I'll
through
tell
the
you
store.
what. You want to flip 120 or 100?
Let's do it. I got a quarter.
You want to flip it or call it? I'm leaving it up to you, Larry. It's all about Larry.
I call it.
He'll call it. When it's in the air, call it.
Ready?
It's really important that you make the right call, because if you make the wrong call, what do you win?
120. Let's do it, Larry.
Go ahead. Call it.
Yeah.
Heads!
120. Thank you, Larry. Thank
Yes.
you, Larry.
High
I
five.
appreciate it.
High five.
Get away from me, Larry. I'm only kidding. That's all right. No problem.
Thank you,
Thank
Russ.
you.
Come on, Vicky. Larry, walk him over there and tell the guys $120 for a toilet. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks.
Bye.
Great job, Larry. Thanks.
Ken, what was that experience like for you, man, to be in hardcore pawn with a prison toilet? Did they look at you like you were crazy or what?
No, because if you ever watch the TV show, there's a lot more worse than what I brought in, for sure. So I was happy to bring it in, and I'm glad we came up with a deal.
What made you think that they would be interested in a prison toilet, man?
I don't know. They actually contacted me. They thought it was good television. So,
And they sell all types of stuff in there.
and you know,
They-
True TV be having the fakest shows, anyways.
Did you buy something from in there while you were there?
No, I looked around, but you know, we were really, really young, and I was pretty poor, so I couldn't afford anything in there.
Yeah, being young is a struggle for sure.
We
coming
were
up.
like really, you know, like when we were that age, we were paycheck to paycheck, and like his mom and my mom bought our diapers for Abigail, and so we were like, we lived a struggle.
Shout out to our moms and dads. Be
Yeah,
out there, and
definitely.
grandparents. Be looking out for the families.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Ken made like $10 an hour back then. So I mean, $10 an hour at 40 hours, that's like nothing, and we owned a house, so pennies counted. I wasn't buying nothing.
For sure, and they still do.
Yeah, well, they still do, yeah, but you know, back then, yeah.
Especially today, man, you can't walk out the door without spending $122. You know what I'm
That's-
saying?
that's the
With
truth.
tax.
You need gas, you need an oil change, you get hungry, you need a vape,
Shoot, my
you
oil change.
want to smoke some weed, anything. You know?
$100 oil changes now for my
Shit's
car.
crazy, man. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on, man, but you know we got to stay in the game, baby. That's all I know. And you
Yeah.
can't stop grinding, you can't stop hustling. You got to keep working, man. At the end of the day, you know, because shit, the bills don't stop, and if you don't pay that shit, you're gonna be right out there with all them other homeless people, right
Yeah.
on the corner asking for some money. You know what I'm
At
saying?
ChristNet down the street.
Right at ChristNet. Hell no. I mean, you know, my prayers go to them, you know, whatever struggle they, you know, going through. I hope that they're able to overcome them at some point, man. But it's really sad, you know, to see so much, you know, how addiction impacts society. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we late in the game when it comes to homelessness. You know, I was gone for 17 years. So when I came back and started seeing like it was here in Detroit, I was like, damn, that's terrible. Like you always hear, you know, Skid Row and, you know, California and other states where they have communities of homeless people.
Now it's hitting home.
It's everywhere, you know, and I mean, you know, I'm very compassionate about, you know, people and very sentimental. I always, you know, want to reach out and help somebody in need, but, you know, I know that at the end of the day, a lot of them are, you know, struggling with addiction, and I'm like, you know, I work too hard for my money to just give it away to, you know, contribute to your downfall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Being
then like
enabler.
it's just a whole song and dance anymore though, really, bro. I mean, I go, you know, anytime I'm going in certain places, they got the whole family out there. You got people juggling balls. They got the kids, the dog. They got a whole fucking scene out
They
there.
sure do. Walmart.
You know what I'm saying? And some of them got better shit on than we do. I'm like, what the fuck? You got
Yes.
new shoes on with a sweet ass backpack.
It's
You know
hard
what
to
I'm
decide
saying?
Who's really hurting and who's not, you know?
I just pray whoever God draws me to. I'm doing, you know, I listen to him. Whatever happens after that, whatever they do with it after that is on them, between them.
You know, I just, you know, I got a good heart, man. So, you know, I always try to break bread with people who are in need. But I never want to feel bad about doing something good. You know, I never should feel stupid about being kind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of these people, they just out here trying to hit licks. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what they can get. I'm like, you got shit, 10 fingers and 10 toes just like I do, man. You know what I mean? I wake up every day and go to work and grind for mine, you know, at the end of the day. But like I said, a lot of people got them demons on their back. They can't get it off of, man. So I could just pray for them, man, and hope something positive comes. And I know it's possible because I've seen a lot of people overcome that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the willpower, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
At the end of the day, man, it's mind over matter. No matter what situation you're going through, there's times in life where you got to choose the lesser of the two evils. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick and choose your battles in life, you know? And, you know, I thought that, you know, once I changed my life, like life was going to be good. And I'm not saying that my life isn't, but it's not always easy.
No,
You
it's
know
not.
what I'm saying? Life is complicated. Life is challenging. Even when you're doing all the right things in life, it still gets very complicated. It still gets very difficult. And there's still challenges. You know what I'm saying? But at least I don't have to worry about going back to prison or, you know, just, you know, all the street shit that, you know, you dealt with, you know, and it turned you into a certain type of person as well, where you don't have trust. You don't know who to trust. You don't know what's real love, what's loyalty, what's brotherhood. If I'm going to die today, if I got to kill somebody tomorrow, or, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like really proud to be where I'm at today, you know, especially in my mindset, you know. Because that's where it really all begins, you know. And, you know, I tell people all the time, like, they're doing so much infrastructure, you know, in Detroit, and especially, you know, in Southwest, they're doing a lot of it too. And And it's great, you know. I think it's going to raise the morale of the people, but you know, we also have to work on transitioning that mindset of the people, because a lot of people are still mentally impoverished. You know what I'm saying? They still talk, believe, and behave. You know, like we still in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And things are really getting better for us, and
Yeah,
I
you gotta
love
look
seeing it.
forward to brighter days, you know. Definitely.
Yeah, it's nice that you can walk your dog or, you know, ride your bike and take a walk and shit like that. When I grew up, shit, you couldn't walk up Werner. You couldn't come down nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Or you was out of there. Rude, you can't come down P Street on no Mickey Mouse shit, man. You got your whole head flipped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like that. You ain't know what was going to happen, when it was going to happen. I feel so bad for, you know, all the brothers, rest in peace, Gigi, and all the other brothers that we lost over the years that didn't get a chance to grow up and change and see things different or do things different. You know, they died at such a young age, you know, or, you know, all the brothers that's in prison that been there since they was 15, 16, 17, been in there 25, 30 years now, you know what I mean? That's the reality of, you know, our community. That's the outcome, you know what I'm saying? So I'm you know, I've been through most of it. The only thing I didn't do was die. And, you know, I'm grateful for that, because every day I got a new beginning, man, you know.
No looking back.
Hell no. For real, I love my life, bro, and my life is just where I want it to be. I could always use some more money, because money, you know, money will open up some doors for you.
It does.
You know, so... But other than that, man, I just, you know, I do my best every day. I do what I can, when I can, how I can, you know what I mean?
That's all we can do. Keep moving forward, you know?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, and you know what, man, I'm really happy to see you guys where you guys are at in your life, man, because you know, I was gone all them years. I came back, everybody wasn't the same, man, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people who lived a certain way before, and then when I came home, you know, a lot of them had, you know, became slaves, whether it was, you know, to drugs or alcohol or life or whatever it may be, you know?
Yeah, just spinning their wheels in the same spot.
Yep. Yeah, but to see you doing good, your family, man, Mary, and I keep up with you guys. I mean, you guys live a pretty good life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, we work 6 days a week, you know, and sometimes 7. You know, but sometimes when we're on vacation, we be working.
Yeah.
You know?
When we go to Florida for the winter, we still work. We DoorDash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get that money, man. Shit.
If there's
For
money
real.
to be made, you shouldn't be sitting down.
And that's dope that you guys are on the same page and you guys match each other's hustle, because you can definitely do it together. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, you got to have to seem like 2 incomes just to, you know,
Just to
stay afloat.
survive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's without all the extras.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to find side gigs, side hustles. You got to get creative. You got to, you know, do all kinds of shit, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yup, no doubt about it. But, so you were telling me, you showed me a video recently about an altercation that you had in the parking lot at the casino.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I watched it. I was like, my dog. You know what I'm saying? That was some hell of a shit. And, you know, you definitely did it in an honorable manner for sure.
Yeah, thank you. I try to avoid the altercation at all costs. You know, it just kept elevating, and then, you know, next thing you know, I had to, you know, put a stop to it, you know, before, you know, it just could have got worse, you know. So,
bro, being around intoxicated people is so annoying, bro.
for sure,
You know what
when
I'm
you go
saying?
past a certain limit and you can't control yourself, I don't know, you know, what this guy's deal was, but definitely he was highly
Hey,
intoxicated.
he got what he had coming, man. Brian, man, show him that video, man.
Yeah, I think maybe he spent all his money at the casino, and he was like, man, I gotta have somebody beat my ass tonight, so I can't go.
Fucking motherfucking security coming right now. Fuck you. Call him on your fucking phone, you piece
What's the
of
number,
shit.
no?
Just call 911.
Have your fat bitch record it too.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you. What the fuck are you gonna do? Yeah, walk in the casino. You're not from here.
Nah, man.
Go in there and lose all your money, bro. Get a tan out of it.
Obviously, you're having a bad day out here fucking playing
Yeah, I'm
ball.
not having a bad day. I'll beat the fuck out of you in this parking lot. Tell your fat bitch to record it with their t-shirt on.
Just you hook me up with Motor City Casino security.
Call my name, Mike the Plank.
Yeah, sorry.
Motherfucker.
You got the number there? I don't know. What's the Motor City Casino?
You want me to get my gun on my card?
Yeah, go do that.
Yeah, let's do that. What's your name, LL Cool J?
Vanilla.
Where the fuck are you from, Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my face before you get shot. You want to get shot? Hey, you throwing something at me?
You threw it at my
You
car.
throwing something
No,
at me?
get the fuck back, man.
You
Step
pushing
back,
me?
dog.
Huh?
You ready?
No. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Ken, let's go.
Kid, your dick grew 2 more inches that day, didn't it?
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Boy, you fapped him up.
Yeah, because you never know how shit could go sometimes, you know? I'm glad the way it worked out. You know, I try to avoid the altercation.
I seen that. I respected that.
I was just out for dinner with the wife, you know, and this how it went down, you know. I guess he was having a bad day for sure.
You just
He
made
the
it.
worst
He
now.
just turned a bad day into a worse day
Yeah,
for
he
him.
was.
Hey, it was so funny. You like, you ready? He's like, huh? No. And then got fapped up real quick. You
Yeah,
hear me?
definitely
And then once
did.
you got started, it's hard to stop, motherfucker. You
for
done got
sure.
me off my square. You got me there now for to fap you up a few more times.
Knocked him out of his shoes, knocked his hat off. The poor old lady in the car that he got laid out on. There was a lady sitting in the car that he punched, like that he fell back
my
in.
goodness.
Yeah, she was probably
Got the
scared.
heck out of there, though. She was like, Ken, let's go.
Yeah, well, he said he was going to get his gun.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to get shot, so we were leaving.
Hey, how'd you feel? You was like, that's my man right there.
I did. I called
He
my
did
mom.
his
I'm like,
thing.
guess
Oh,
what
yeah,
Ken did?
Gonna rock your world tonight, big Ken.
So that's what helps keep a happy marriage, you know.
Yeah, but you know what? That is a dangerous situation to be
sure.
in. He talking about a gun. You want to get shot? Man, you just got fapped up 13 times. You hear me? Talking about you want to shot. You can't shoot shit right now.
No, sure couldn't. Had blood coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit's crazy, man. You know, at that point, you know, you were just, you know, you did it all the right thing, bro. You
Yeah.
tried to avoid it, but he came at you, bro. So you know,
Tried to
you
call
had to
the
get
police.
him together.
We tried to do everything.
Gave him
but
the old River Rouge knuckle sandwich.
the Ohio,
What about you? I mean,
the Ohio one.
did you ever had to face situations like that? You know, where you had
In
to try to
prison,
avoid them?
hell
There
yeah,
ain't no way to avoid it
yeah.
right there in prison. You just got.
I mean,
go for what
hell
you know.
yeah, you got to deal with that shit right then and there. That's one thing about prison. You can't run from your problems in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you lock up and
the
try to
trap ain't
get
coming, probably not
transferred or
either, huh?
anything, prison is a world of its own, man. You ride into another yard and get fapped up as soon as you get there. You know what I'm saying? I remember I got into my first fight in 2002, the first year I was in prison, man. And it was with a guy I was cool with at that, bro. And I didn't even see it coming. He bust me dead in my mouth, split my whole lip.
Damn, just snuff.
And we got to brawling right then and there. It was a 2-man brawl. One of his mans jumped in. One of my mans jumped in. We were at Ryan Road. This was in 2002 or 3. And that was my first fight in prison. And we got to rocking in that bitch. We was fighting for like 5 minutes. And you know, the nigga I'm fighting already had 5 years in prison. So
Yeah,
he
I
was
can't imagine.
already
It'd be
he was
scary as
already
fuck.
in shape. I'm year 1 in this bitch. I'm still built like Gumby in that motherfucker. But I'm still a warrior, though. I'm still a lion. I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I know.
Right.
And but the one thing that I learned from that is I don't ever let nobody get close to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a talker. We ain't gonna talk. Once I see you ready to rock, I'm gonna rock your shit. I'm drawing first blood.
Right
that was
on.
my first lesson, year 1.
Right.
Motherfucker got some blood out my mouth, and I said it'll never happen again. And every time after that, I drew first blood, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how remember back in the days people used to bump each other
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
go ahead, you throw the first blow. I'm not giving you that opportunity. As soon as you walk up on me, I'm fapping you up 12 times in your
Hell
nose. You hear me?
The chest bumps. That's what that guy did to him. In that video,
Yeah,
he did that little chest bump.
that's what I'm saying. We can't do all that shit because I'm a chest bump your head, you know?
Can't take no chances nowadays.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit. Well, but that's what's crazy, and that's why I feel personally like I'm at a disadvantage with the rest of society because I'm a felon. I can't never have no gun. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in society got a gun today.
Nowadays, everybody,
men,
yeah.
women. You know what I'm saying?
And even if they don't, they
crazy
act like
people,
they do and threaten you.
You know, wild people. I just everything. I'm like, damn. I walked in a barbershop one day. I thought I was in a fucking western or something. Everybody had fucking clips and guns and all. I'm like, yeah, damn.
Yeah.
You must have been in Southwest on Burner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yup. Ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah, you have to have it.
But
though.
it's like everybody's got them, so you feel naked without one, you know. But I'm like, I'd rather not have one. Honestly, I'd rather not because I am not gonna like have it and not use it. You know what I'm saying? And there's always opportunities every day. I mean, look at people just road rage. People just having a bad day. They can't control their emotions. They can't control their actions and road rage where they're shooting people, killing people. You don't even know there's kids in the car or anything. Like, people are just out of control, man. So, you know, I have such a strong relationship and faith in God that I live fearless every day. You know what I'm saying? And if tomorrow was the day that it come for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with that because I know every day I live my best life and I do my best to be my best, and I always treat everybody good, you know what I'm saying? But you just never know what can happen, you know what I'm saying? I've been to so many funerals, you know, rest in peace my brother Jimmy Rosario, rest in peace my brother Kevin Deese, you know, my heart goes to you and your family. The brother Butter just recently was killed the other night, man. Sad, you know, my heart goes out to your family and all the homies, man, you know. And you know, I just get frustrated with the whole situation because I'm really trying to help our people, you know, break these vicious cycles, you know, of, you know, people dying and, you know, and people going to prison, you know, and it's just you know, it's never ending. It's just never ending. And it's like, you know, I always just want to be an example that there's always another way. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get past all the bullshit, you know, the ego, the pride, the mentality. And, you know, it's like kill or be killed. You know what I mean? You live lawless anymore. But, you know, I stay prayed up every day. I keep on pushing. I show everybody love. I show everybody respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about things that I can't control. My life is in God's hands. I do what I'm supposed to do, and everything else will run its course. You know what I mean?
You got to start by changing your thinking, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. You could be your own best friend or your own worst enemy.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can build or destroy, you know, with your thoughts. Your thoughts affect your words. Your words affect the way you behave and the way you treat people.
Yeah.
We are responsible for our words and for our breath and what we put out there. You know what I'm saying? When we speak to people, we need to speak with endearment, with sincerity, with love, being genuine.
Love, yeah.
You know,
Agree.
people who just talk because they got a mouth, man, you just putting nothing but garbage out there, putting nothing but bullshit in the universe and wonder why life is kicking your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to uplift people, man. Uplift yourself. Talk positive to yourself. You know, first of all, that's how we got to get the day going. Thank you, God. I got all my fingers, my toes. Let's go. Let's get to it. I appreciate you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I wake up every day, bro.
Yep. It's the best way. Put God first.
Yeah, she goes
Everything
to church
else-
every Sunday, and she makes me go if I want to or not. And sometimes I be trying to back out, but we up in
God
there.
don't back out on you, so don't
sure.
back out on him.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's good. That's
Actually,
good.
when we first got together, he had me going down like a rough path for a little bit, and I was raised in church. So I knew the right way, but then I got with him, and
You wasn't prepared for that shit, was
No,
you?
I wasn't.
You got
He had-
Riverside, boy.
he had me doing some things that could have probably got me in jail or prison or whatever. He had me doing some bad things, and you know, after a couple of months, I'm like, this is not the life for me. Like God, it was a conviction from God. So I told him, I'm like, listen, I'm not doing this type of stuff. You either got to clean up your life and come to church with me, or I'm gone. And he actually started coming to church with me, and he went faithfully. He still goes too, you know. And so yeah, I think I was heading down a wrong path too, but I'm so glad that he chose to follow me, on the, the right path.
And there
of
ain't
God.
nothing wrong with it, man, because,
Not
you
at
know
all.
what I'm saying? Sometimes, your woman, has direction. She got power. She got instinct. You know what I mean? And sometimes you got to let your woman lead,
Yep.
It's just we were raised in a different time where, the man always had to control everything and be in control of this, that, and the other. And, being insensitive. We weren't allowed to express our emotions or talk about problems or, it was about, how much money you made, how much drugs you can do, how many women you could be with. Like, that's what defined manhood growing up. You know what I'm saying? But once you find yourself and you get to know yourself and you start to learn your own morality and priorities and your own values and your own opinions and your own ideas, because from childhood we're just really indoctrinated into whatever lifestyle that they're living. You know what I'm saying? Our parents are living or whatever. I've met people who went down roads and became successful, but not happy because they followed a dream that their parents had for them. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't necessarily the dream that they wanted. I knew guys who were in prison and they were real estate guys, bankers, they were doctors, they were dentists, they were like successful in everything they did. They were like, my parents always pushed me, but they made me do what they weren't able to do. And, even though I was successful in it, I'm miserable because this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to play the guitar. I wanted to do, join a band or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's how I am with my kids. Like, we parent a little bit different, Ken and I. He wants, he pushes them to go to college or do this, do that. But my thing is I want you to do what you want that you're happy with and then succeed from there. And that's okay. I'm glad you push them. That's not a dig at you at all. But it is important to like what you do. I went to
I'm about
nursing
to pull
school.
that Colors Core video back
That's
out
fine.
and keep on playing.
You can pull whatever you want. Anyways.
I love it. Real everyday people, y'all.
I went to nursing school for 2.5 years, and I thought that was what I wanted to do. And, I knew the money was going to be good, but then I started photographing and, that's what I enjoyed doing. So I left college after 2.5 years and photography took off for me. And now I mean, it's great. I'm blessed with like the best customers and some of them are like family. Actually, my baby shower, more than half of the people at my baby shower were people that I photograph. But it's what I love. I never go to a photo session and think like, man, I got to go do this photo shoot or, oh, I hate this or whatever. I look for, I call it, it's not even a job to me. It's something that I enjoy doing. I love it.
So how did you get into that? Because, I mean, you are pretty popular for your craft. And how did you go about it? I mean, how did you get to where you're at today?
So, it's really funny. I photographed one of my daughter's friends from skating. Her dad, the parents had split up and he wanted family photos with his kids. And I did their pictures, and it was a Mexican family. And when I tell you, I gave him his gallery, and within like the next couple of days, I had all of Southwest, every Maria, Dahlia, Jose, all of them were calling me for pictures.
Are you serious?
You should do good work for everybody, but if you do good work for a Mexican, they're going to tell the whole family. Same with the Muslim.
No, for real.
Same with the Muslim. When you do work for them, they tell everyone. So, I mean, like I said, I do good for everybody. I want to make sure everyone's happy. But those two are very loyal, and they tell everyone. So I got a job for a quinceañera right after their pictures. And I did that. And then I got everyone, like all their family, started getting them. Then my pastor's wife got pregnant with a huge age gap and her kids like us. And I did all of her pictures, her pregnancy, gender reveal. So then I had all of their people coming to me.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Yep. So word of mouth just traveled. So that's why I tell anybody starting a business, you have to do good by your people, because if you do, and even if you feel like you're wrong or you're right and they're wrong, you still got to make them happy.
Customer's always right.
Word of mouth is so important.
So how did you learn though your way around the camera?
Well, my kids they were going to Sears for pictures, and they ended up closing down. My father-in-law, I told him, I'm like, yeah, the Sears portrait studio closed. I don't have no one to take pictures now. And he said, well, I got this nice camera. So he gave me a camera, and I took them to the park, and I started photographing my own kids. And then I would post them on Facebook. People would say, oh, that's really good. Can you do mine? So I actually worked for free for about 6 months with practice. I'm self-taught. So I just practice. I learn here, doing free photo sessions, and then I would go on YouTube and learn different editing styles and stuff like that. But everything was self-taught. So my father-in-law is actually the one who really made it possible because he gave me his camera to use.
Wow, that's really dope.
Yeah.
I was a photo man in prison.
Oh, the prison pose.
I swear to God, I seen everybody in the visiting room. I was the visiting room photo man.
Oh my God.
So it was funny. I got to see everybody's family and shit. You know what I'm saying? I
Did
see
you
all
let them
kinds
touch
of
though?
shit.
Isn't there a no touch policy in
Well,
prison?
I mean, you can hug and you can kiss when you come in and when you leave. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to put your arm around them, but you can't like have your hand on their legs or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you're taking a picture, you can hug them, hold them. You can hold your woman. You got your kids. We got different backgrounds sometimes depending on what prison you're at. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy though because I knew a motherfucker. He was a freakazoid in that bitch. You hear me? And and then he on a visit with his wife and kids. I'm like, how you got a wife and kids when you back here doing the shit you do? You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. He was gay?
Man, he was a freakazoid. That's what
Oh
he
my
was.
gosh.
He was eating every sausage on the campaign. You hear me? And then you got a wife and kids coming to see you. I said, man.
Dude.
Damn, I felt bad for them. Like, golly, man, this shit terrible.
I know some people who are married to people on the down low.
Yeah, I knew another motherfucker. He was hunky this, hunky that, And then he came out there and he got a big white girl out there with 3 kids. I said, man, you in here playing Muslim and hunky this and hunky that. And you out there got a whole family, you know what I'm saying? Straight from the motherfucking tailor.
Oh, my gosh.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's...
But it's just crazy, man, how you know what I'm saying? You get to see, everybody in they environment, you know what I'm saying? It's just funny. But, I was going to ask you, do you shoot pictures like them funny-ass pictures that couples take where they're holding each other?
I do,
doing all them crazy poses.
like
yeah, the
Yes.
awkward photo sessions.
Yeah.
So I did them for Christmas, and then I actually just did one a couple of weeks ago with a couple. She's probably watching... Rodriguez, I think's her last name, but I just did some with her and her wife. They did the wheelbarrow pose.
Yeah,
and then they did
stuff.
one where she laid on her stomach and put her legs up, and her wife sat on her shoes.
Listen, we got to do it. Me and my wife want to do it.
Yeah.
And we want to
can do
have
it.
you do it.
We can do it.
Hell yeah. I'm
I can-
excited.
I think I shoot a wedding this Saturday, but I can do it before then if you're
Man,
available during
I got
the
10
day.
days off. I don't even go
Shoot,
back till
let's
after
do it.
Labor Day. I'm
Nice.
ready.
Let's do it because my schedule is like I have no days off except for Sundays because I don't work on the Lord's Day. But I have my schedule is like really booked, but I can get you in this Saturday. We should do it for
What?
real.
Let's make
But
it
wait,
happen.
are you gonna hold him?
Yeah,
Or is
who's
he
doing
gonna-
the wheelbarrow?
Yeah, she got to hold me. Hold me. I'm going to put you on my shoulders.
Okay.
We got to do some super goofy shit.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
but you gotta look. The best way to do it, I think, is you guys need to go to Salvation Army or Value Village and pick out your own outfits for each other.
Man,
You
we
really-
got so much stuff here. Shit.
No, you got to get some ugly stuff, like stuff from the. One time
pick
Ken
hers,
took.
yeah.
Look, one time Ken took me to Value World when I was pregnant and I needed maternity pants. I was a stay-at-home mom. He took me to Value World. I was so mad that he took me to Value World in the first place. He picked me out some 1970s stone-washed tapered pants with a rope that you pull your pants up to here and you use a rope to tie it. And then I told him I wasn't wearing nothing from here, so he held my hand up in the air in the middle of the store and said, "Hey everyone, she's too good for this store."
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still
We
look
will.
cute, but you Okay, then you just get your own or you pick your own stuff.
Yeah, we
You just
definitely.
come
Yeah.
with the poses, Michelle.
We'll wear
Yeah,
some
I'll help with the
flannels or
poses.
something,
I'm
yeah.
gonna make him. He's gonna.
So how do you become so creative though? Like, like what separates you from everybody else? Because you're pretty popular. You got how many followers you got?
With both of my pages, I have 17,000.
Sheesh.
But it's not. I think a lot of it's personality. And like a lot of, like when somebody brings their kids to me, it's an instant connection. I treat them like they're my own kids.
Oh, okay, that's great.
But creativity is important, but this is the man behind the creativity. I get a vision and off to Home Depot he goes,
Yes,
and he
I gotta
builds
slap 'em together.
he builds my props for me.
Thank you.
I do a lot of stuff on Pinterest, and then I get like 6 or 7 ideas, and then I create my own thing that I want to do.
So
But
listen, at my job at the Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation where I work at, we have a green screen room, a huge green screen room,
Mm-hmm.
and we're always looking for people that like can come in and volunteer for an hour or something,
Yeah.
and show the kids a little bit about, work their way around the camera, the lights, the equipment, and maybe you could come down and you can, donate an hour, and then maybe
Yeah.
you can utilize some of the space, you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
we have over there. Like we have a huge green screen room, which I don't know if you use green screen rooms.
I don't
but-
use green screen. I use a lot of digital backdrops, but
Okay.
a green screen is, it's fine. I can still do, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm always down. I love to help people, like
Yeah.
there's, like I tell people, like if you're an up and coming photographer and you need help, always reach out to me. There's enough business for everyone. I am not cutthroat, like I'm friends with photographers. Now there's some out there that won't talk to another photographer, but there is money out there for everyone. And when I'm booked, I'm going to send somebody to another photographer.
That's right.
So
That's
I'm
dope.
always, but no, anybody that needs help with
That's
anything
good business
like that,
culture, for real.
yeah, I'll always help, because I don't want to see anybody struggling. I think everybody should be successful. Nobody should be lined up at the food bank because they're struggling. If there's, I think that they have to get it, I understand that, but I don't want to see anyone struggling. I have a really good friend, Joni. She might be watching too. When I first met her, she was trying to be a photographer, and I've helped her. I've answered her questions. Now I'm sending people to her that when
Wow.
I'm booked for weddings, I send
Yeah,
them to her.
that's dope.
Photo sessions, if I can't get them in, I send them to her. So
So what is the name of your business, and how can I find you?
it's Michelle Lynn Photography LLC. You can find me on Facebook. The picture, because there's a couple of us, but I'm the only one in Michigan, but the picture is a girl wearing a orange maternity dress and her husband standing behind her holding her belly. But that's me on there.
Okay.
And then the cover photo is from St. Anne's Church. It's a wedding photo.
Oh, okay, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it has been so dope having you guys on here. I love
you for
I
having
love
us.
the stories. I love the personality. I love, that you guys have been able to, push through everything and make a good life for yourselves. I mean, every time I see you guys on Facebook, you're in a different state. You're swimming, you're, just everything. And that's great, man. I love it. Like, you guys live life in a healthy way. You guys have found balance, you know what I'm saying? And I wish you guys, another 100 years, you know what I'm saying? So
you.
I appreciate you guys coming on the show, sharing of yourselves.
Thanks for
you
having
know.
us.
The clips were really dope, Big shout out to my man Brian Ruiz and the Legal Aliens podcast. Like I said again, thank you to Gabriel Duran, for having me host at the Southwest Fest 2024. It was really dope. I appreciate it. Hopefully I get the opportunity next year to come on back. And again, man, don't forget Team Wellness Center, September 21st. We'll be having an expungement fair over there on Dixon Southgate from 11 to 4. So come on through. Services are free. Come check us out. See what we can do for you. On behalf of, the Community Violence Intervention Department at the Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation at 1211 Trumbull. Much love to everybody, man. And be safe out there. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Oh, you know what? I won't, because it's Labor Day. So I will be seeing you the week after Labor Day. But much love to you guys, man. Sending a hug to everybody who's, struggling, mourning, grieving, whatever you're going through, man. I send my heart and send love to you for, for health and for hope.